This is lesson 1.5 on loans and investments for Algebra 2. We're only going to do kind of a portion of this. We'll look at more in class, some more details, but I just want to get you the meat of these things. On our assignment, what we're going to do is parts A and B. I'll remind you at the end, but we're just going to focus on parts A and B in this notes packet. So this first example says Gwen's employer offers an investment plan that invests a portion of each paycheck before taxes are deducted. If you want way more information than you ever could have cared to know about this type of stuff, come talk to me because I really enjoy explaining it. But basically, she's going to take some money out of her paycheck and put it in for retirement, okay? So here, part A says, fill in the correct information from the rule. The plan has a fixed interest rate of, well, the place that we always look for our interest rates are inside the ratio. And this decimal right here represents the interest rate specifically. So if you take that times 100, you get 4.75%. And it says it's compounded how often? Well, remember from our previous unit, this is our frequency of compounding. So if we divide by 52, the significance that 52 holds is that there are 52 weeks in a year. So that means it's compounded weekly. And she decides to contribute how much initially? Initially is the key here. Initially means at first. So we're looking at $10 initially. And then how much each week? Well, the additional part every week is right here. So again, $10 each week. Just so you can really understand the equation that's happening here. So she's putting in $10 a week, every week, and she's getting 4.75% interest compounded weekly. Part B says, what term of the sequence would show her balance after 2 years? Well, 1 year equals 52 weeks. So double the years, double the weeks. So we'd be looking at U sub 104. We are not going to calculate what the balance would be at that time because I didn't show you guys how to use your calculator yet, okay? So we're not going to do that part right on this one. Number 2 says, my Visa credit card bill indicates that I have a balance of $536. The card has an annual interest rate of 14.99%. The minimum payment on this balance is $13. What is the monthly interest rate? Well, we know this is the annual interest rate. And how many months are in a year? 12. So we're going to go 14.99% divided by 12. And we get 1.2492. They will get every little part of that decimal in there just to make sure you're clear that they're going to take advantage. So your monthly interest rate is 1.2492%. Part B says, write a recursive rule to calculate the amount you owe after n months. Assume you're going to make the minimum payment each month. So this is going to be an example of a shifted geometric because they're going to gain some interest, but they're also going to lose money because you're going to pay a minimum payment of $13 each month. So U sub 0, meaning what you had at the start, is $536. Then U sub n equals the rate that we're going to multiply by, we're going to calculate over here. So we already know you have to pay 100% of it back. You have to pay all of that $536, and you're going to pay 1.2492% interest each month. Each month. So you've got 101.2492% divided by 100 equals 1.012492. So your ratio is 1.012492. U sub n minus 1. and then minus 13. It's minus because you're making a payment. So you are decreasing what you owe. You're decreasing by $13 every time you make a payment. You plan to borrow $18,000 to purchase a new car. The bank charges interest at an annual rate of 3.6% compounded monthly. All right. The bank informs you that with a monthly payment of $330, you pay this loan off in 5 years. What's the monthly interest rate? Okay, we're going to take 3.6% divided by 12. It's going to be pretty small. 0.3%. That's a percentage. That's not the percentage as a decimal. So 0.3% is your monthly interest. Write a recursive formula that could calculate the balance of the loan after n months. So we'll go u sub 0 equals your start value. U sub n equals, then let's calculate r. So you get 100% each month that you have to pay back plus 0.3% equals 100.3%. Divide that by 100. That's your ratio. So 1.003 u sub n minus 1. And then what's your payment each month? Your payment is $330. So you're going to subtract $330 every month because you're decreasing your debt. This one says find u sub 12 on the table in your calculator. How many payments of $330 have you made at this point? How much do you still owe on the car? So I'm just going to show you how to type this into your calculator without using the table. So first of all, before we get to those numbers, how many payments of $330 have you made? You're going to do 330. Oh, sorry, that was silly. That part is 12 payments. The second question is, how much do you still owe on the car? So what we need to do is find u sub 12. What I'm going to do, start by typing in 18,000 and hit enter. Then we're going to do that times 1.003 minus 330. So this is times our ratio minus our payment. This is after 1 month, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You'd owe $14,632.80. Just out of interest and curiosity, if you do 12 times 330, that's how much money you've paid at this point. Just to be clear, you've paid out 12 payments, like you've paid for a year, and each time you paid $330. So you've paid that company $3,960, okay? Well, your loan was initially for $18,000. You still owe $14,632.80. So your value's only decreased by $3,400, and you've paid almost $34,000. So all that extra money. So again, this is what your loan has decreased by. That's how much you've paid the company. You've paid them in 1 year alone, you've paid them almost $600 in interest. So it really benefits you to pay these things off quicker. All right, I think we'll just cut it there. You guys have assignment 1.5 to work on. Parts A and B, skip C and D.